Like, I want you to think about, what is that thing that maybe you've always been a little self-conscious of because it doesn't fit society's beauty standards right now? And what if you flipped it on its head? What if that thing is no longer a flaw, it's now a feature? Maybe you have a gap tooth. Maybe you have a lot of freckles on your face. Maybe you have a bold Roman nose. Okay, I want you to think about something. Having a gap between your two front teeth did not fit the beauty standard many years ago. But then what happened? Then all of a sudden, a bunch of models started popping up with these gaps within their front teeth. And all of a sudden, it stopped being ugly and it became a defining feature. It became something that made them stand out. Freckles weren't initially the typical beauty standard, but now there are people who are drawing freckles on their face with makeup. Even less and less people are getting rhinoplasties now because beauty standards evolve and they change. Or for example, if you have a mole on your face, what was once seen as a blemish and not something that, ideally fit the beauty standard, Marilyn Monroe, Cindy Crawford, and Madonna all had moles on their face, but it became a part of their signature sex appeal. What was once seen as a blemish and something that they wouldn't want on their face became a trademark. Do you see what I mean? The rules are being made up as we go. In the 90s, it was all about super thin plucked eyebrows, and then Cara Delevingne comes on the scene with her big bushy eyebrows, and all of a sudden that's what everybody wants. In the 1950s, having thin lips was the epitome of elegance and chic, and thicker lips, more plump lips, were seen as unfeminine. And now we are pumping ourselves with filler and overlining our lips to make them look bigger and bigger. Kate Moss, who was a super successful supermodel, she had crooked teeth and a very, very thin frame, which actually didn't align with the beauty standards at the time. It was first seen as unconventional, but instead of deeming it as ugly, it became her feature, a trademark. Even body types changed throughout the years. There was the Kardashian era where everyone wanted to be really curvy, and then it goes back and forth. The pendulum always swings. Barbra Streisand and her nose, she refused to get a nose job, and it became a part of her signature look. So if there's something about you that doesn't fit the typical beauty standard, what if it's not a flaw? What if it's something that makes you unique? What if it's something that makes you stand out? You can either label something as wrong, or you can decide this is the thing that makes me irresistible. This is the thing that makes me unique. This is the thing that makes me interesting. And that decision alone shifts your entire energy.